Hello, bonjour, savant. How are we today? It is Saturday, May the 16th, 2026, here in downtown Sarnia. And there's a storm just starting, as you can see the flashes. Yeah, I think it's gonna get a little loud. Anyway, that's the St. Clair River, and across from that is Port Huron. I guess maybe I should be quick here. But I was hearing last night, and I wanted to come on quickly and tell you that the prison program is done. So here we go. We have now heard about the Holy War is won. So the feeling I had gotten from that is that in the higher multidimensional, you know, realms, shall we say, that fight or the war, the contesting of right, wrong, good, bad, light, dark, that dichotomy of opposites that's here on your world and on your planet, that episode or time frame is done because the light has won. And of course, it's cycles, right? So there's cycles when we cycle down and experience the dark, and then we turn around, we come back up. So of course, this is the ascension mode of turning around and coming back up, which is what we're doing, which is what we have done, and which is now complete. So that was the message there. It was also coming through at a 3D level. Of course, you see it being played out on your world and on your planet. Right now, Mars and Aries, it's going to be a little tense until I think it's June 20th. Today actually is supposed to be quite an explosive day. So, yeah, storm, not surprising. But I want to quickly get into, it's just starting. Can you hear that? It's getting a little loud. The prison program is done, so we're now on the run. So we don't have to be over, out, and done. We're just on the run. So in other words, we've escaped this prison plan, if you want, and see a picture of everybody in prison clothing, garb, as I'm hearing it, and we found the escape plan, how to get out. We tunneled out. So we're out of that vision of dark. We're out of that vision that we can no longer find our spark. So we're coming out of our dark. So as we come out of these subconscious, very dark, draining issues of complacency, of being beaten down, like the wolves have gotten the sheep sort of thing, that's done. That process is now done. It's interesting. I watched this show last night on YouTube, and it's an old, and it was about this young man who marries this girl as a detective's daughter, and he ends up to be abusive once they have children because she's giving him attention and he wants all the attention. And he beats her every day, trying to keep control over her. She learned this from her father, who had done that to her mother. Now, her father, the detective, hadn't beaten her mother, like with fists, like what her husband was doing to her, but it was verbal. It was verbal abuse, put down, just disrespect. And so the girl had actually learned that. So these are learned behaviors. We can now unlearn them. So that movie was exposing something that, we didn't talk about before, and they showed that too. Everybody knew, but nobody did anything about it. That's the complacency. So we've known we've been under the thumb. We've known we've been under authority of others who are keeping us down and are cruel and are treating us badly. And yet we haven't done anything about it. So the woman ends up doing something about it. I won't go into the details. But, she deals with him permanently. And that was the end of that. And they go to court and she wins. Self-defense, basically. It was either her or him. one of them was, as he said, there's only going to be one of them that are going to come out of this alive. And she was the one. Yeah, she changed literally in a split second because she wanted to survive and protect her children as well and her unborn baby. So there we have it. The gates of hell have been opened and we're being released and we're coming out and we no longer need to be policed. Okay, that's how I'm hearing it today. Anything else? So that's within a few days. I've heard both those messages. And I know I'm still in kerfuffle here. Still working on scrubbing shelves and unpacking boxes. So we're getting there. But feel like my energy is coming back. Starting to feel like, yes, I'm home. But anyway, yeah, this storm's getting a little scary. So I'm going to go. Love you always. Take care of yourselves and others. A quick note, we are having a class in Sarnia, May the 20th, starting at 12:30. Going to be teaching, how we do this, how we develop our abilities and our skills and everything, our opening our gateways of understanding. It's going to be a heck of a lot easier from what I'm hearing for all of you to wake up and develop these abilities that you've been pushing off or pushing away for so long. So there's going to be hands-on teaching as well as channeling of messages for everybody, but a basic thought form to be taught that day, whatever the heck it is. I won't know till I'm there and I start speaking as usual. Okie dokie. So yeah, if you do want to book an appointment, we're back. www.healingourenergy.ca. You can book your appointment there. All right. I'll see you later. Bye now.